we're going to be doing a little bit of a makeup routine today where it's not for beginners, it's for people who are amateurs, of course. Someone who needs to know how to get started. If you're someone like me who's literally just always had like kajal or maybe a lipstick, it's a little beyond basic. I'll be using a little bigger range of products. But yeah, so you see whatever works for you, you pick up what items you think are essential for whatever works for your face. I'm looking at something which is more like day going into the evening. First off, we start off with, I mean, if you want to put some kind of moisturizer, you want to put like a serum, make sure that you've moisturized a bit because you can't apply a moisturizer or any kind of cream to hydrate your skin after you've applied and lathered all that makeup, right? I'm just using some kind of like brightening serum. It's, I think it's useful because like creamy, so it's more like gel. I kind of just like dab it on my skin, apply it everywhere just because it'll be product going just wherever it just touches in. After we apply that, I just kind of let it dry up a bit. I'll be going ahead with a primer, kind of a layer which mattifies a lot of areas, an easier canvas to kind of work with. So I'm using this like photo blur Smashbox. Just use enough where it's mainly concentrating on the areas I will be applying more product. So let's say cheeks, maybe a little bit of under eye, barely my nose, but the areas which I will be covering. And then we go ahead with like a concealer. If you have a couple of concealers, like I have certain regions which are a little darker and some which are like okay, but they're still like not so defined. So I wanted to like just cover it up. And these are what I have. So I have like two colors of these are like any concealer which kind of matches your skin color, go for that. It shouldn't be a product which is you know, too thick. If you like a finer version, that works too. See, and I put very little. You'll notice like all the spots. I won't be able to disguise them or hide them. And I start just kind of like dabbing. I don't end up washing my products as much. So out of sheer laziness, I'll just reuse them and I'll keep reapplying. So I start using my fingers instead because I do wash it way more. And obviously, yes, please like make sure your face is washed and your hands are completely clean before you apply any of the product on your face. Trying to make sure it's looking very natural. You've got to let it oxidize for a bit. Some concealers become like kind of gray, a little more like yellowish. I put another layer just only because this becomes a little more gray. You have to let it air it out. You have to let it oxidize because then it gets into its natural shades when it's dried up. I'll be moving into foundation. I don't apply foundation every day. It's a function. It looks more finished in the product and your face, the product looks more even and it just looks good in pictures. And the reason people use product is so that they look kind of like mattified or dewy, whatever like result you want at the end. That's why they apply like a foundation because it just sets a canvas base. Finding the right color is just insane. But yes, I had found this. I needed one product. Oh my god, Swiggy, save me. Found this online, yeah. Came in like 10 minutes and I had a product. To use sponges, and I still do occasionally, but like if I have time. Like my hands kind of lather everything so well, what I do. And it's so easy. That's why I feel like, you know, I want to put it out there that anyone can try this, anyone can attempt this. I recommend putting it on your neck so it kind of matches your face. How much ever you're exposing, so it should kind of be able to match this. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Brow Drip. Whatever you find which is a similar color. I don't like a very dark color, so I use a more dark brown. Brows are anyway so fine and so thin. And usually I focus on the regions where it is so fine. And I like that it's brushed. Tries to imitate the hair lines as natural as possible. Wherever there is some like lack of hair or not too much density, so I apply more on that area. Then I proceed with the kajal. Kajal is my very go-to. This is the most common one, which is probably available everywhere. It's not like insanely black, so kajal, but pick up whatever you want. I get more color. Post kajal, I will move to eyeshadow. I feel like eyeshadow just adds some depth. So again, if you already have fairly big eyes, that's your style, so you can skip it just to elevate your look. So you can do eyeshadow. My sister found this like really cool Blue Heaven eyeshadow dual tone. Just see, it's such a perfect like such sober colors, the darker color first, and then apply the light. Apply it, the primer, and that base is already there. I have like hooded eyelids, rule where a lot of these people have been saying online. The product kind of needs to be a little outwards of your eye, which means like if my eye is here, so I have to do a little product stuff around this area. So now, yeah, I have a brush, small. Basically, you need something which is easy to blend, come together. Just trust the process. Apply the lighter one into the center region and at the beginning of my eye. It's just for definition purposes. Once again, using same brush, you can going too close to this part because I want that part to still remain as close to the brighter color. The next step is applying eyeliner. And I'm going to apply your falsies, like the fake lashes. Need a little more drama, then you can add more liner. So now anyway, we've kind of figured it out. So I'm using the e.l.f. Eyeliner. This is a brown, like a dark brown color. When you're drying, you can make it even as you go forward. My lids crease more, so I usually do the more dab version. Sure that mine has like a slight extension. And I don't put any kind of shape. I have like pouches of skin layers that are there, so it's settling in, so I can't even like lift it out like that. Even the one with the tape and everything, which I've tried, because I have like bigger cheeks and more droopy skin here, this lifted lash work does not work for me. I am not going to apply falsies. Lash color. So please find yourself a cool lash color, because ones which don't hurt, definitely don't curl enough for me. Please use as safely as you can. Bit of like lift, if you can see, I'm using the Fenty mascara, and it's like it's really thick and it doesn't dry too fast, but it's like once it's there, it's solid. The trick which Kylie does is like she takes it under her lashes and starts stroking them back and forth. It kind of has the product that collects, and then she draws it out. Basically, it works like this. Suddenly lift it up, so you'll see how dramatic it instantly becomes. Like if you have longer lashes, you are free to sit closer to your eyes and then draw it out with more natural effect, that the ends are a little more feathery and eyes are usually very droopy. They're smaller. My lashes are more straight and not upwards in general. Like that's its nature. I like the wispy look right side, like the corner bits of my eye. I think lashes, if you have a decent mascara and you can spend time enough to put the product, it's a fairly decent job. You don't need lashes or falsies for this. Free to even do the lower lashes, like a little black ends up coming down there. So I do this rarely. That's the dramatic version of mascara, and you can see how the product looks now. Shot it like at the sundowner time so that you can get an idea of what it looks like from kind of very brighter day to like not so bright evening. We're moving on to contouring. Need like a bronzer or contour necessarily if you're just going to stick to blush. It's just like for a bit of definition. I just wanted, because I want to show you like what the process is like. So I'm trying to include as many products which work for the most essential part of your face. This is the contour I'm using right now. Trends keep changing every season. So sometimes they'll tell you to put it just where your depth is. Sometimes they'll tell you to put it like below, so it just, has more and more snatched effect. Now currently the trend is that you apply it above. So instead of this is where my line is, like you see, you have to apply it a little above. So it just lifts it, and you're just towards the end. So just like you will see, you can use a brush, but again, I just do it in a finger. Don't go too deep below. I have fluffier cheeks, so natural look is beaten if I draw the jawline, the cheekbone line way longer. For the sake of a hint of a definition. So if my, now I'm gotten a little chunky, I start putting it not necessarily along the line, maybe even a little above the line. And start here. People put it, if you're like a thinner person, then the jawline, you can go a little upwards of the jawline. The color you choose generally just has to be darker than your skin. It should be like not few maybe, but it should be like some shades along your own skin tone. So it can give some kind of natural look down to blush. Apples of my cheeks start getting really, really pink. And I go for pink or red, like whichever it is. Like I have a red one also, and this is the pink one. But now this works for me because it's just easy to dab. Like I usually like sticks for most products, so that all I have to do is dab. I'll just apply this literally to my cheeks, like just above them, just for the sake of a bit of a flush, according to the trends right now, that how you place your blush on your face. The current theme is that you apply it closer above your apples of your cheeks. This product dries out really fast, but it's also closer to natural. The definition gives elongation to the face. If I put it here, it will just make my face kind of like drag down here. According to the trends, please. And I want to keep saying that because like just like a couple of years back, we were like topoing all the across our faces, which I still think is a very cute look. Like if you're a fan of Nina Park, she's like the most trending makeup artist in the world right now. So, but this is the version which they say is more flattering on fluffier, rounder faces, which is me. If you're like a leaner face, then you can apply it here on your cheeks also because it just gives you a little more fluffiness. It gives you a little more youthful look and chubbiness or whatever you want to call it. Now, post this, I will go with lipstick. I'm just going to use a lipstick. Like a cooler tone, I think like those flatter my skin better than a warmer tone. If you like a good color and you think like it suits you, please go for it. There's no hard and fast rule that you can't use this color, you shouldn't use this color. Go for whatever works for you. I'm using this really nice mauve, like sandy rose. So what I do is, because it's like designed in such a way, mistake. I start with the inner mouth region. Soak in the colors. It's hydrating, but like it needs some time to kind of dry out. But I don't do too much. I don't smudge it too much because I don't want it like excessively lining. If you're the kind of person who likes to just throw in some solid pigmented color, then that's great. But nowadays the trend is to like kind of blend it out and overline your lips and have dual colors or dual shades of lipstick. That's a Nina Park reference. Love the way like she does the lips for all her Hollywood actresses. Now you'll see how it's like naturally like dying out. I like these shades for this time of the day. Photographed event, then I will apply richer colors, darker colors, or whatever just kind of stands out. Okay, so now I'm gonna be like lining my lips with the lip liner. It's a like liquidy one. You can use a pencil as well. If you're not good, and I'm not good at lining my lips, kind of dab it. But defining lips is essential because when you don't, makes your lips look smaller. Externally blend it inwards. Please feel free to over lip line if you like that trend currently. The good tip is to also like nicely blend it out. I'm using a liner only right now because it's got liquid and I just want to show you like how magical a little bit of a lighter pink color comes in the center. That's the final look of the lips. The final touch for most people today is lip gloss, but this is going to be a hit and miss. I'm not sure if I'm going to apply it because I love a matte look and I'm not a fan of lip gloss. I don't like how it looks on me. Like, usually if your face is more like matte and your whole look is very like minimalistic, you can go for lip gloss because it's just a little bit of like glossiness that does a fine touch. But I will use it and I'll show you what version I use sometimes. I'm not a fan of like the wholly done like, glossy lips. For like more evening effect where you may be sweating, there may be a little grease collecting on your face because of all the overly stretched hours that you spent with the product on your face. So it's natural for the natural oils to kind of building up. It's the Fenty Beauty mattifying blur Invisi Matte. It's kind of mattifying everything. Do it like regions where I do become glossy and look like a little cakey right now. It's meant to mattify your look if that's the look you like. I use highlighters like literally like this on my cheek. It's like the top parts and the most pointy parts of my cheeks just for the little bit of sheen that hits it. But again, I'm just doing like a kind of a day look. It's the palette I use which has like multiple shades and this metallic-y. This is the brush I use, like the really thick brush. Works well on a wider region. And then if you can notice, but just a little bit of a sheen. That's what I'm aiming for. I don't want too shiny because it's still kind of like the day bit. Just like a little bit of a gleam of very polished look. That's usually more like an evening, more like a night look for me. Bring everything together for like the final touch up is setting spray. And it says it's like an X version that's getting it a little dewy. How effective it is depends on your skin type. You know, secrete lesser oils, then great for your product because it'll stay. Drier skin just is lucky. Natural oil skins are luckier because they're hydrated or they remain youthful longer. That's just settling in and soaking in whatever it needs to. Now I'm using you know, like I love these shapes, which is why I picked them up, and I also like the color, and most of all I like their fragrance. The aroma is just like yummy. It's literally like chocolates, but I will dab it for the purpose of a little drama. People like a very wet look. I'm just showing you what the look is. You can proceed with like putting on your jewelry or your accessories, whatever it is, do your hair and all of that. I'm going to be using these like really cute earrings. I feel like it goes with my like look. The point out there is like whatever product you're putting, whatever has to also tie like all your entire look together, right? Doing makeup and it does not match with your jewelry, does not match with your like outfit. It's the purpose. You have to make sure that you're looking synchronized and it looks like all put together. Definitely I'm a fan of like rings, cool one. Ready-ish. So now can you see like how the look is turning out? I'm gonna put on my full outfit so you know what I look fully. Okay. This is what I'm wearing. I like my balloon padded like pants and a little cute little purse. You want to tuck it in, you can. If you don't want to tuck it in, you don't. I wear loafers like all the time now. I'm a loafer girly. Let's see. Yeah, you notice that like, you know, my dewy bit is sticking out. It's like the pink is shining and you can make out that it's like too pink or too dewy or whatever it is. You'll notice that like maybe while doing the process you can't tell. This is how it looks like. I feel like it's too much for the daytime, but because I'm wearing in the evening, so it will look way more different and I will it'll just be perfect, right? I hope you managed to enjoy this. It was my version of what I do. I just feel like I like a natural version and this suits you. Great, let me know whatever you think of it. Thanks.